Hello there, Aries. In case you're wondering, this is my microphone. My name is Chance. This is Vital Tarot. I'm talking a little fast because we're going to be going through a lot here. So, we're going to start the reading off. But before we start, I want to say this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Okay, and we're going to be doing the spiritual part of this reading first. And so I'm going to shuffle the cards, and I have a little thing we're going to say before. And that is... This is from August 11th to August 18th. This information will be for whoever needs guidance and love and will always be for the highest good. Okay, it will always be for the highest good. With that being said, let's get your reading started. Hope you guys have had a good little bit. It's been a while since I've done a video. So... yeah. So, let's see what we get here. Our first thing we're going to be focusing on is the spiritual development. We're going to be looking at your past. We're going to be seeing what's going on there. So, I see the Magician with the Page of Wands for our past. And this, to me, says that we're focusing on manifesting. When I see the Page of Wands, we're beginning to see our manifestations coming to light. And this is in the past, okay? So when we're beginning to see our manifestations coming to light in the past, what that means to me is that we're starting to understand self-mastery. We're starting to understand self-development. We're starting to understand ourselves on a deeper kind of core level, right? So this makes it so that we're starting to see unconscious patterns that we've been holding on to. We're starting to take responsibility for ourselves instead of blaming our issues on other people. We're starting to come into a place where we can feel a sense of peace and tranquility, even when things are kind of more stressful, okay? Now, I say starting to because the Page of Wands to me is it's a very young kind of energy, but it's very passionate. So you're seeing these results, you're feeling very passionate, and again, this is more in the past energy. We're going to look at what's going on in the present moment. Spiritually, so I get the Queen of Swords in reverse. And I get the Queen of Wands in reverse. So when I see this in a spiritual way, I do feel like in the present right now, there's a sense of maybe feeling like we are being too cold. I actually feel that way a lot. Maybe something happened where you had to set boundaries. And this could be mediumship boundaries with spirits. This could be just talking with regular people. There could be boundaries that had to be set. And there could be a sense of... feeling like you're too cold, too rigid, or even having other people say that to you, feeling a sense of like you're being too controlling, you're being too cold. I don't feel that you're trying to come across that way, but I feel like the way things have happened, there's a sense of coldness, there's a sense of kind of a controlling kind of energy, and this could be something that's around you right now, but what this is trying to tell you is to set boundaries in your life, and to also set boundaries with spirits around you, okay? Some of us, when we're developing, a lot of us, will start to be able to communicate with entities, spirits, loved ones, angels, guides, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're going to start communicating with, and we need to set boundaries just like we would with someone in the physical world. Do you want someone coming up to you and giving you a hug, just a stranger? Probably not. Right? Hugs are amazing, but we kind of want to be the ones to initiate that with ourselves. When someone comes into our personal space, it's kind of a sacred thing. And so we're not being selfish if we say, can you not do that, please? I want to get to know you better. That's not being selfish. That's being that's taking care of ourselves, right? That's not being selfish. A boundary is setting something to where you're not comfortable and saying how you feel. Not in a way where it's like, hey, you asshole, don't do that. That's not setting boundaries, that's being a jerk. Okay, setting boundaries is if someone's doing something that you don't appreciate and they're around you and they're trying to get in your space, you step back and you say, I'm not comfortable with that. And if they have a problem with it, that's them. It has nothing to do with you, okay? You can say that and you can feel rest assured that you're doing the right thing because you're setting your own boundaries. Okay, so we're going to look at the future cards, what's in store for the future here. That's a lot of energy. Okay, so I get the Tower in reverse. And I get the Wheel of Fortune, okay? These two cards to me say that things in the future, spiritually, you guys are in for a pretty good ride on what's going to happen. So a lot of integration of the shadow side, a lot of it. You've already started to integrate, but trust me, there's more lessons that we need to get down, that we need to learn. Because what I'm seeing here is that there's this feeling of letting ourselves kind of go in a way that's more spiritual, like we're letting things go. And when we do this, it's going to feel like things are kind of falling apart, but actually what they're doing is they're falling together. We're not able to see everything the way it's meant to happen, like in slow motion. We're not able to see all of it unfolding at once. We're able to see bits and pieces of it unfolding in front of us, and then we kind of make our perception based on that. What I'm saying is if it feels like things are falling apart, they're actually falling together in a better way, okay? Sort of like if you took a puzzle piece, or you took a puzzle, and you took all of the pieces and you scattered them all over the floor, and those puzzle pieces went into the floor, like they were blending into the floor. I'm not giving very good analogies, but basically it's making a better puzzle. It's making a better puzzle, a bigger puzzle, one where you can understand what's going on within you. Instead of thinking that you don't have the answers to your own life, you're going to start getting those answers. But again, you have to lift the veil up, look through the illusion that is the reality that we've created from false perceptions, and then we start to see things falling into place. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. Alright, we're going to move on to the love reading, and we'll do that. And if you guys want to take this further, you can look at my website down below. My prices are very fair, and I do offer energy healing services as well. That's what I help with primarily, is trauma and helping people move on. Okay, energetically, moving with the energy body, chakra cleansing, energy cleansing. Okay, and doing readings as well, of course. Alright, so love reading. We're going to be doing this right here. Okay, love reading. So this is in the past. I get the King of Coins and I see the Page of Swords. So if I'm looking at this in the past, I do feel like there is either a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn individual that you were dealing with before. I do feel like this person, though they were an earth sign and they were very established in a financial way, I feel like when it came to speaking their mind and putting things forward, I don't feel like they were as good at that. When I see the Page of Swords here, I see someone whose intellect is very young. Even though they could be an older individual, I feel like the intellect was more young. I feel like they were a little less advanced, so to speak. That's kind of what I want to use, because I don't want to say, I don't feel like they're stupid or anything like that, but I get the feeling of less advanced. And I feel like even you have said, this person feels less advanced. Maybe there's a sense of feeling bogged down, or maybe there was a sense of feeling like I don't think this person understands me, okay? And there's nothing wrong with saying that, because that's how you feel. There's absolutely nothing wrong with saying how you feel, okay? So when I see these two, I definitely get the sense that it's more of an earth sign, but it could also be an air sign, so Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. So we're going to move on to the present moment and see what's going on in the present. We get 8 of Wands in reverse, and we get 8 of Cups upright. Kind of opposing energies here. So, first off, we have fire and water. That's opposing. Second off, we have the 8 of Wands in reverse, which is normally when it's upright, it's fast-moving energy, and it could mean traveling. When I see it like this, I feel like it's more stagnant. I definitely feel like there's something blocking this energy. Normally, there's a passionate kind of flow with this energy, with love, with romance kind of an energy, and I feel like now it's kind of more blocked off. The reason why, when I see the 8 of Cups, I feel like you've had relationships where things really haven't worked out, and it's hit a point where you don't know what to do anymore. Sort of like you're reaching your end, or you're wanting to take a break, but you feel like you've drank from all the cups, and you're wondering what else is there in love. You're kind of not giving up on it, but you're like taking a long break from it. You're taking a look at it and being like, what is it I believe? What is it I need to know about love? What is love? And it sounds like an 80s, what do they call it, like a rock ballad, what is love, you know, the whole deal. But the way I see it is that you're understanding yourself on a deeper level. So your relationships are going to change as well. Spiritually, if you're evolving, everything else is going to evolve too, because it affects everything. So that's what's going on here. It's not bad, it's just we need to understand that we need to give ourselves time to sort of see things the way that they truly are. And sometimes we convince ourselves over and over again that something is this way, and it turns out that we've just been telling ourselves something to make us feel comfortable. And when we keep doing that over and over again, when the illusion is lifted, so to speak, it's hard, because we've attached a lot to that. We've attached a lot to that comfort that never was really there, but we told ourselves about it. And because we did that, that doesn't make us stupid. That does not make us any less of a person. It just means that we wanted things to be a certain way because we felt like that was what would make us happy, and we felt like that was the way to go. It's a sign of us growing and evolving. Okay, it's not a bad thing. I don't view it as a bad thing. I view it as kind of like the fire that burns the forest so that the forest can regrow anew. So that, because some seeds only open up when there has been a fire in these forests. Some seeds can only do that, and that's how they spread. And that's what I feel here, is that we're spreading knowledge, but we have to go through the fires of purification first. Okay, so this is a time of renewal, and I think that's beautiful. I really do. I think that's awesome. So we're going to look at these two next. This is for the future. Okay, so for the future, we get the Five of Coins in reverse. Okay, and we get the World card. So we're going to be coming out of this, and I feel like it's going to take a little bit of time. Okay, we're going to be coming out of this situation around the time of, I get December for some reason, but I'm not sure exactly. That's just kind of what I feel. But we're going to be coming out of this situation, and it's going to change our whole worldview. So there's going to be some sort of awakening again. I feel like you've already had one, maybe two, maybe three. This is going to be another one that you're going through. And at the end of the day, when you had your first one, it was like, wow. When you're having this one, it's like, okay, there's so much more I understand now that I didn't before. Because we're analyzing old subconscious behaviors, we're analyzing the way we are as a person. That makes it very kind of intense, right? That makes it very, very much a journey of self-discovery. And we have this beautiful lady here. She's on top of the world, okay? That's where you're going to be. But you have to understand why you're seeing things the way you are, so that way you can be back on top and you can be back in charge of things in your life in that way. There has to be a sense of chaos and upheaval because it gets your attention. And you're working on old wounds and old traumas. And me and my guides can help you with that too, if that's something you guys would be interested in. But that's what we're looking for. We're looking for those things to come up so that we can heal them. Not so that we can be hurt by them again, but so that we can finally heal them and resolve things. And then that puts more energy into spiritual development too. Okay, it's all connected, guys. All of it's connected. Alright, so I'm going to close my eyes here, and we're going to be doing some psychic impression work. I'm just going to lay these cards back out again, because this is your energy. This is what we were focusing on. And when I do that, it really just helps things flow a lot better. Okay, I've got all of your cards in front of me, so I'm going to close my eyes and see what we can get. I feel like I'm seeing an engagement ring and I'm seeing pistols. I'm seeing two pistols around the engagement ring kind of wrapping around each other, and they're like dueling pistols. I feel like they're pistols or they're swords, but they're wrapping around this ring and they're going against each other. So this could mean fights in a relationship with a significant other. Someone more than likely that you've married. When I see the engagement ring, I feel like there's been some sort of promise to the other person to stay together. So that's what I'm seeing here. And when I see this being at ends, being at odds with the other person, that's something that, again, when we're growing up spiritually, we're growing up in a lot of ways. And if our partner isn't there with us, it makes it difficult. It makes it hard to understand what's going on. But trust me, this is all for the best. It may not feel like it at the time. I'm going to see what else I can get here, so hold on. I'm feeling like it's quicker moving energy. Basically, the only thing I could pick up on is that it's just quicker moving energy, and so this has kind of escalated quickly. Maybe you're even talking about divorce with this person that you've been with for a while, and that's what I feel, is that it's someone you've been with for a while. I don't feel like it's just a starting out kind of relationship. So if this resonates with you guys, please let me know, and leave comments, and please like and subscribe if you guys really appreciate these videos. It helps me, and it helps you guys to get more videos. Also, check out my website down below. I offer really good prices on readings. And I also do energy healing, where we can help heal trauma. Me and my guides can help heal trauma that you've gone through. And just basically do that kind of stuff. So please message me. My email's down below as well. And I will talk to you guys next week. Take care.